Here we go. Alright, my friends. Here we have a little TVZ from the GSL group, round of 8 quarterfinals group, you can call it. Rogue versus GuMiho. Should be a fun one, actually. Let me quickly double check my settings, so that, okay, everything is fine. Alright, let's see. I have not seen those games, actually. In case you don't know, like, GSL is now played, or streamed on a separate, like, platform, like, SOP or something it's called. And not on YouTube, not on Twitch anymore. The VODs are available on YouTube. So it kind of missed the games today, but they've released the replays on their Patreon, so we can watch the games now from the replay. Which is probably even more amazing than watching them live. Because I am here, the cameraman, I can click wherever I want. We can follow all the details. And I can talk you through about Rogue. Let's actually start with Rogue. Because I played against Rogue in the DreamHack Dallas tournament. And judging by his gameplay against me, he is very good. Like, judging from the performance against me, it felt like similar to like playing someone like Reyna or Cero. And you can judge somebody's skill by not watching like replays or games in general. You can really judge someone's skill by seeing them how they play. So like if you watch their first person, or if you just play against them, especially in TVZ. And I can guarantee you that Rogue is like really good. He's actually really, really good. He was a military, so we don't really know how good he is, but yes, he's like kind of back. He's super good. It was terrifying to go up against him. I would rate him as high as like someone like Sola, someone like Reyna. I would never say he's better than Cero, because then I'd be lying. But yeah, he is basically that good. And that's what I can tell because I played against him in Dallas. Anyways, let's focus on the opening by GuMiho, and we see actually a gas first opening, I believe it was. I didn't fully pay attention. But we can just click on the gas and we see like one Reaper. The gas is pretty early. It's definitely what you call a gas first. Opening with a low ground wall. It's an opening that fits to GuMiho. He likes to do stuff like that. He likes to go mech, especially with the Cyclone in StarCraft being a little bit bugged. Its lock-on cooldown, it's lower than it should be. What's important to mention is Rogue went for a fast hatch opening, but he didn't choose to go for like gasless into third. He's actually playing somewhat regular here. But he's staying on 2 base for a long time, which is honestly, I have to criticize him for that. I feel like that's just kind of like not how you should play. This opening by Rogue feels very lackluster. Like opening up so 2 base heavy, I'm never a fan as a Zerg. I'm not a Zerg expert, like I don't know how the openings shape up, but I think he should just take like the third normally, like going lair first and stuff like that. I know you're up against GuMiho and it might be safer, unless he's planning to do some kind of like Roach like Nidus or Roach drop a lot play. I disagree, this should not be it. And GuMiho sees that it's like 2 base and he's probably going to be really happy about it, because like going up against a 2 base Zerg is just really comfortable. There's no better thing than like going up against a 2 base Zerg if you have a good response. You have to be careful, of course, about mutas, that kind of stuff, but I can guarantee you, like, GuMiho loves his life, especially when he sees that drone trying to take a third. Like, this is like Terran Dream, basically. I wonder if he's gonna make a swap here. Like, he shouldn't make more Hellions because it's 2 base Roaches. So, he's gonna make 2 more. We'll see. It seems like he's gonna try and go for a run by, because otherwise he wouldn't be making so many. Ah, he cancelled them. See? GuMiho and me, we think alike. He's getting the double gas, and we know what that could mean. It could mean mech, but it's GuMiho. He sometimes goes for a really weird, like, execution of, like, his build. So he does go for the swap. He makes Marine, so it seems like it's gonna be bio. It seems like a little bit of a, like, fake. I call this. Like, if Rogue scouts with an Overseer. Oh, there we go. What a coincidence. He's gonna see the double gas, and with this information, like, what would you expect here? Like, from Terran's side, I can guarantee you it's not mech. And it is mech. Okay. Never mind, I'm wrong then. I was really thinking it would be, like, some kind of bio play, but then it was mech after all. I guess this is a build I'm not too familiar with. Kind of funny. Oh, drone's going down against... Oh, what? You don't have spores against Cloaked Banshees, Rogue? Bro, no! No, 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 no. Aha. 6 drones going down against Cloaked Banshee. Yeah. He does make more Marines though, so it's like a little bit of a panic move against like a Roach all-in, I would imagine. But it's not an all-in, it's actually 2-base Hydra. And man, I'm really not a fan of Rogue's opening. Like this is not it. I think this is really not it. I'm not a fan of Rogue's opening. I think GuMiho is like loving life right now. Rogue does everything. Like Rogue is playing, like look at the economy. Like Rogue has like only 51 drones. Like his economy is like not good. Like GuMiho's out mining him, and that's not how it's supposed to be. The way it's supposed to be is like Rogue should be like already on like 4 bases right now. Like he should now take the 4th. He should be on like 70 drones soon. But he's on freaking 50 drones making Hydralisk. Like this is not it. GuMiho, however, he doesn't really know. He's confused. So he's kind of just sitting back because he's expecting some sort of an all-in. So in some way what Rogue is doing is like somewhat working. But at the same time he is actually going for an all-in and GuMiho is expecting it. So like we're making like Hydras and Roaches off like 50 drones. That is going to be the game plan here. But GuMiho is actually making tanks. Which should be the perfect counter. So GuMiho should be in a very good position this game. And I feel like Rogue just in this game at least kind of killed himself. Like, this is not looking good for him. Unless GuMiho is going to move out, then maybe it's going to look good. But like GuMiho is going to camp actually. And he's camping like super hard. He even has like these random Vikings. Like he's playing very methodical, which in this case actually makes a lot of sense. He has like the perfect setup. He can snipe even Overseers with the Vikings, which is kind of nice. So like his setup is extremely good. He just needs more firepower. Like having the tank so spread, like he could just get a move. But he has a bunker as well. Here we go. The attack is coming. Overseer is coming. Vikings could actually snipe it. The Banshee's going back very nicely, and we see like GuMiho's just crushing this fight. Not even close. He's even gonna get on top of the Hydras. He could get on top of the Hydras. It's hard to micro that sometimes. He can kill like most of the stuff over here. And like this is just like fantastic for GuMiho in this case. Like perfect for GuMiho. It would have been more perfect. Well, more perfect doesn't exist. But it would have been better if he had the 4th base like in the main making, so he wouldn't have to cancel it. He had to cancel the 4th. That's the only thing that didn't go in his favor. But like now he's just really far ahead. But here comes one problem with Mech. Like, Mech is slow, so, like, he can't just move out or whatever, and if Rogue, like, realizes that, he can just drone up. Like, Rogue can just go insane on the drones, or he can go insane on, like, a Swarm Host. Like, he doesn't need to make units right now. Like, everything he has right now, like, make drones. Because, like, this is the issue with Mech. You see how slow it is to build up. Obviously, as soon as you have to build up, it's going to be very powerful, and... he already has a lot of tanks, so like it's going in the right direction, but Rogue definitely has a lot of time right now. And he should really make use of that time. Like he needs to tech up, but he's actually losing drones, which is... that is so annoying. The Vikings even going on a little overlord hunt. And we're gonna have to wait and see what's the next play, because like I guess like GuMiho's first gonna wait. He's making some Cyclones. He's still making some Vikings. I wonder, because he saw the like Hive Tech, what is his response going to be against like Lurkers? Is Rogue even going to go Lurkers? He should be going Lurkers. Rogue should be going Lurkers. GuMiho is getting the Cyclones, and we should be getting some turrets. Yeah, a sensor tower at the 4th. Just a nice little setup. We're getting many command centers. We're even double expanding because we can. That's how far ahead he is. We're actually getting Vipers. Like, I guess Rogue just doesn't have many options. But, like, Vipers, like, I don't know about them either. Like, I guess he just doesn't really have good options here. That's the thing. So, I can't really be hating too much on the Vipers. But I feel like against Cyclones, you do want to have, like, some Vipers. That's my opinion. Man. I'm embarrassing myself here. Yeah, you do want to have Vipers, but mainly Lurkers. Lurkers into Vipers, that's what you want to have. But then again, it's like a million tanks, so... As long as he's not attacking, I'm good with it, basically. As long as he's not attacking, I'm fine with whatever Rogue is doing. But, like, I would get the Lurk attack, perhaps. But he's getting the Spy attack, so it's gonna be a Brute Lord play. Which is different. I'm not used to the Brute Lord play. I feel like if GuMiho finds it out, it's, like, very easy to deal with it. You just get a bunch of Thors. Thors are an amazing answer. But yeah, I guess GuMiho is just really far ahead. So that's why I don't like many things for Rogue in this game, like he's going Roach, Hydra, or Viper. We're basically playing Heart of the Swarm here, but we have Cyclones. So like this is really not going anywhere for Rogue, without any Lurkers, without any like Brute Lords. Like, you're not going to do anything against this sort of like Terran army. You're gonna have an extremely difficult time. You can like Blinding Cloud as much as you want, it's not really gonna make a huge difference, I believe. He might win the fight, because like GuMiho has a lot of tanks like spread out. But like, it's not gonna be good enough in the end. Let's go for some abducts, which I guess is like nice. But like now GuMiho realizes that he can just go for it. Actually Rogue is gonna push into all those tanks. But like I said, there's like, the tanks are very spread, so like he does get a good first jump. It wasn't too bad. We're actually getting a lot of starports, so it looks like GuMiho is going to go for a battlecruiser transition. That's kind of his style. So I guess with GuMiho going for the BC transition, he's fine with just holding the position. I thought GuMiho would just send it. I thought GuMiho would just attack. But it seems like he's just fine with like holding the center and trading a little bit. And then making a cheeky little battlecruiser transition at the same time. It's a fun play. He's so far ahead, he can make that work. Like it's very hard for Rogue to break this. The Vipers come in pretty handy actually in the end, but like they're not good enough. Like the Vipers need to recharge their energy, and even abducting like a couple Cyclones, it's like not good enough. So here are the Vipers again. He's actually gonna go Blinding Cloud with them, but I highly doubt that this is gonna be an efficient trade. The Cyclones just go kite back to the corner. The tanks like just never stop, like the tank line just never stops. Rogue is going to be able to like break the position like somewhat, but like there's a million tanks behind it. Where are the tanks? 2 tanks only. That was everything. Okay, I guess the BC transition is rather expensive for GuMiho, so he did lose too much, and he is just getting A-moved by the +2 Roach Ravager Viper army. But as long as his economy is untouched, he is fine. So we can see he has 90 SCVs. We do have like all the starports. Small, heavy breather for like GuMiho probably. Like we need to saturate the gas here and here again. This was kind of close. But keep in mind we have command centers. We have 5 bases. We can go for the BCs eventually. Like, it's gonna be okay. The Banshees are like Panic, I believe. He's actually no. He's making the Banshees. So he's now just sticking to the Banshee. Does he have the upgrade? He doesn't have the speed upgrade. I would get the speed upgrade for sure. That'd be fantastic with the Banshees. I guess he's gonna harass with the Banshees. I don't think he's gonna use the Banshees aggressively, but so far in this game I've been wrong in like so many moments, so I don't know what to expect. He could also use them and hope that like Rogue doesn't have an Overseer. Actually, Rogue only has like Roaches right now. His army is like the worst it can ever be. He doesn't even have a single Viper. It's Roach and Faster. We're playing Wings of Liberty over here. Okay, I mean, if the other guy just has Roach and Faster, then I don't mind Banshee. I mean, Roach and Faster, Banshees are good. That's gonna be very hard for Rogue, but keep in mind, he's just really far behind the entire game. He just kind of, like, doesn't really have a chance for, like, the majority of this game. So, while it seems like a fun play by GuMiho, I feel like it only works because of how far ahead he is. And while it did get close in the end, it only looked close because of the supply. If you take a look at the actual supply, like the Roaches, like that's a joke. Roaches are a joke. So obviously GuMiho was never in trouble. He was down in supply because Rogue was just spamming Roaches. He wasn't getting anything that was going to deal with his units, basically. Roaches are dead weight in the late game. They're very supply inefficient. And the Infestors? In this case, GuMiho is the mastermind. The Banshees were actually good against the Infestors. I think the Infestors did a 10 out of 10, or the Banshees did a 10 out of 10 job against the Infestors, funnily enough. So he's able to get, yeah, on top of them really easily. They can't fungal the Cyclones, and now there we go, there's the BC transition. So now we're gonna start turning Rogue into a little bit of content. That's a tough one. That's gonna suck for Rogue. It's gonna get turned into content a little bit. GuMiho's taking his sweet time. He's just checking if he missed anything. Like, sometimes it's like really hard to like push through like the center and like push into all this. Sometimes it's better to just like prevent them from taking the corner bases. So that is what GuMiho's doing. Like, Rogue can't even mine from this base, really. He doesn't really care about this base too much, I guess, because of the sensor tower. He can get harassed there very easily by the Banshees or even by Liberators that GuMiho could make. Like, this base is really nice for Liberator harassment. And he does kill the hatch because he can. We do have like a mass infestor army, which is very bad against siege tanks, and GuMiho's making tanks, so it is really good by him. Tanks are somewhat discounted to like an absurd number of infestors. Obviously, as long as there's no, what are they called? As long as there's no Brute Lords out, of course. So against a non-Brute Lord army, tanks are going to be the best thing you can get against these infestors, and they actually like die really fast as well. Like, they get one-shotted. GuMiho's just styling. He's blinking BCs into the main. He's killing the tech. He's gonna like lose the BCs, I imagine, because the infestors are gonna get on top of them. Oh, he might go back in time. No, he doesn't. He's gonna kill at least the hatchery, or the hive tech, I should say. But obviously these BCs are just gonna die, most likely. But it could take a while. Is it? Are they even gonna go down without like Blink or Yamato or Corruptors or whatever? It seems like it's gonna take infinite time to kill these battle cruisers. What am I watching, guys? What am I watching? Chat? I don't even care about this fight here. I wanna watch this. Rogue doesn't kill a single BC, does he? Rogue does not kill... Sorry guys, my bird is making noise again. Like, these PCs have +1 attack against air, and only I mean, there's +3 armor. He's not even... Oh my... You gotta be kidding me, right? What am I watching? Let's not... I care about these guys. Oh my god, he... please kill at least one BC. Okay, this one is gonna go down. One BC dead, guys. Can we kill another one? No way, man. He's just gonna back off now. He's had enough. That was something. Anyways, GuMiho, I think, might be able to break him here now. The supplies, even if we take a look at the army value, it's actually somewhat even. Like, GuMiho has a lot more minerals. I guess it's because the infestors are expensive, but they're kind of that weight. Like, infestors are good if you had like a bunch of Brute Lords and like Spore Crawlers and everything. But without any Spores, without any Corruptors, without any Brute Lords, like, these infestors are... They're bad, because there's like tanks. And tanks are the counter. GuMiho has like the entire map covered. And that's how he's gonna win the first game in this group against Rogue. 1-0 for GuMiho with some... Yeah, I mean, just like good defense in the start, and then he just got further and further ahead. Let's go to map number 2. Alright, map number 2. Rogue versus GuMiho. 1-0 for GuMiho. Here we go. Ley lines. If I bring my expertise in this game, then I would guess GuMiho could go for the reactor first opening that he did in the last GSL, I believe it was. But I think GuMiho's actually just gonna play a very normal game. I don't think he's gonna go for something too crazy in this game, but let's see. And when I say a normal game, I think he's gonna go Reaper Expand. Let's see. SCV makes the barracks and then the gas, so... Now the question, is it gonna be a reactor? Or is it gonna be a Reaper Expand? Rogue with the fast hatch into fast, like, queen build, I guess you can call it. We'll have to see how this game basically develops. Because, like, it just depends on, like, what GuMiho does, really, right? Sorry. Just opening a window on the side. So, like, GuMiho is really the kind of player to dictate the early game TVZ. It can get really ugly against him. Like, he always goes for these ugly builds, which are not necessarily hard to deal with, but it's kind of annoying. It's like, Rogue is probably thinking about the bunker rush he did in the last GSL. But, GuMiho in this case is just playing normal so far. Reaper. So how normal is it going to be? Just Reaper into triple CC? I highly doubt it. Okay, let's see. There goes the Reaper. We're going to go for the Scout. And, wow, this is actually kind of funny. Rogue wants to expand over here. I never see that from Zerg. I feel like this is like the expansion you never take, really. I'm actually very surprised by that. And GuMiho is actually like deep diving with the Reaper and it's working out really well for him. He's not losing the Reaper as well. Very good job. He checks the hatch here and I was like, what is going on? Is this... What? Hidden base, essentially. Okay, this is a very fascinating build order by Rogue. This is extremely fascinating because like GuMiho... So this is maybe why in the first game he went for a 2-base build. And he kills the Reaper. Like now GuMiho has to like sort of like freak out mentally. But this could be why he went for a 2-base build in the last game. Because now it can look like the exact same build for GuMiho. But it actually is not the same build. It's a freaking like hidden base. The question is whether it's going to be... Well, I think it's a hidden base. I don't think you're going to use this for like making roaches and moving across the map. I highly doubt it. Like there's legit a hidden base. He's going to make drones. He might even slide drones. I don't think so. There's Hellions on the map. That'd be crazy if you now like take some drones, slides them. No way. So he's gonna make a bunch of drones over here, isn't he? He does make the roach warren at the front, and he's actually making a lot of Zerglings as well. To kind of go for maybe a surround or like a Ling run by. Man, this some nasty play. Really good play by Rogue. I now fully understand the first game. Because, like, if GuMiho, like, scouts here with the Hellions, like, he doesn't realize what's going on. Like, this looks exactly the same to, like, the last game, but it's not. It's a freaking hidden base, and it's, like, mass Zerglings. And now he's just gonna send those Zerglings across the map. GuMiho doesn't have anything at home. He's just gonna lose to the Zergling run by, isn't he? We're just gonna die to these Zerglings. That's kind of what happens here. He's legit just dead. Like, Rogue can wall off, he can make roaches, he can make drones of his hidden base. Like, Zerglings are here. You're gonna kill literally every single SCV. Well, GuMiho's actually gonna go back home. So he's gonna prevent, like, the workers from going down. That's something, you know, like, he's not dead. But he's down to 30 SCVs, and he has no idea what's going on. He's making a bunker somewhere in the main. Like, he's obviously thinking about, like, a Nidus or something right now, but it's like a hidden base. Man. And we're already, like, now you can see, like, the power up play. Like, now we are, like, at 50 drones. And he scans this, like, he's so, like, scanning. He's so confused. 10 out of 10 job by Rogue this game. Like, this was a crazy strategy. A pretty risky one to some extent. Like, the Zerglings were kind of risky, I feel like. But bro, he's like completely dominating this game. It's not even close. Like, GuMiho's like so freaking scared. He sees the bunker. He is like so happy. I can guarantee you that much. Like, Rogue doesn't even have like spore crawlers because he knows there's like no banshees coming either. So everything is like going flawlessly for him in this game. He's gonna take this hatch next, I would assume, right? If he takes this as a third, I feel like it's kind of smart. Because then this one is going to be safe. Because this one could be scouted later on randomly. Like, there can always be Hellions going by there at some point. The thing is, like, GuMiho thinks he's actually in a good position, so he's not expanding. But you're getting outmined significantly. You're in a terrible position. Like, you see him, like, being really careful, because he thinks he's like, oh yeah, he's fine. The Zerg is on 2 base, but he's not. Like, Rogue made the game so messy that it's, like, so hard for GuMiho to judge this game, basically. That's what the Zerglings, like, accomplished. They made the game so messy that GuMiho actually thinks this was 2 base by Rogue. But it's actually 3 base. And now Rogue actually does go for a commitment. Like, he's gonna go mass Roach Ravager Ling. Maybe some Hydras. But it's gonna be a whole lot more powerful than, like, GuMiho can imagine. And this is just making the game more messy. Which I guess is really good for Rogue. Like, he's just containing GuMiho and he's making him confused even more. He's already droning. So it doesn't feel like he's committing. And GuMiho scans this and this doesn't even give him information. Like, this is just a desperation scan. This is... Bro, like... And the crazy thing is, like, Zerg player, like, outsmarting, like, the Terran, you know? Like, Zerg does not have many options in the game, but Rogue is making it seem like they have, you know? Like, Zerg can't really manipulate the game very well. Like Rogue did in this game. He did something that, like, no other Zerg would be capable of, honestly. This was some really fantastic play here in this game. I think it's gonna end fairly soon, or rather, I think, like, Rogue is probably, like, gonna win this game. He looks pretty good here. He's up 60 supply while outmining his opponent, while his opponent has no idea what's going on. Like, this is crazy good still. We're up to 4 base and the Terran doesn't even have the 3rd. Like, he's making it, like, he's selling so well to GuMiho right now that, hey, I'm on 2 bases. This was an all-in. Like, GuMiho's not taking his freaking 3rd against a Zerg that's, like, 4 base. Like, this is, like, so bad for him. So bad. And he's still not mining from that base. Still has never seen that base. And he's trying to drop with a medevac that has 7 HP. That isn't great either. We're not making any progress over here. We now finally have a freaking Banshee out of all things. He's gonna push back those units. And thank God we can now take the 3rd base against the 4 base Zerg. And the 4 base Zerg is already gearing up for another attack. But also going into Infestation Pit, so I guess it's gonna be Vipers again. So this was like Rogue's plan against GuMiho's mech all along. Just going Ravager, Roach, Hydra into Viper every game. So that was on purpose. He tried just killing GuMiho before he got there, you know. GuMiho, perfect response in the first game. GuMiho in the second game, got completely countered. Like, Rogue just went for 10,000 IQ strat here, and it worked out, like, perfectly. Now, the Vikings killing the Overseers and the Banshees being cloaked is really cute. But, like, Rogue doesn't even need to kill him. But he is gonna kill him. So, good job, Rogue, in this game. We're going to another map. Getting on top of the tanks and everything. Like, GuMiho doesn't leave the game because he thinks Rogue is actually committed. He also had, like, some Hellions doing some shenanigans here, but, like, yeah. What if he rewound the game and saw, like, oh yeah, there's hidden base? That must have been really frustrating for GuMiho. Anyways, this map goes to Rogue. Yeah. We'll see how the next one will basically go. Alright, 1-1 between GuMiho and Rogue. Game number 3. Let's see what this one has to offer. Tokamak. I am not sure what to expect here, to be honest. Like, with GuMiho, I never really know what to expect. And with Rogue here, I also don't know what to expect, because he played so weird in game number 1, but it was just, in the end, a setup for game number 2. Where he did something honestly magical. Like, these builds are just fantastic. Like, you just don't see that very often. Like, a Zerg utilizing a build that is like outsmarting, like in this case, the Terran. Like, you just really don't see that. Because like Zerg can't do this. Zerg is like the race that I always say they get bullied. They're not like weak, you know, like with bullied I mean Zerg is like the race that is reactive and is defensive. You can't really pull off any aggression. You can't really be the one in the early game that is active. Like Zergling run-bys are stronger later on in the game than they are early on. Like in the early game, you are getting bullied as a Zerg basically. There's very little all-in Zerg can utilize. Most of them like got nerfed or were never really viable. So yeah, it's crazy to see what he brought to the table in the last game. Oh, I see a question. Why did Terrence not deny the toss base with an SCV? Because, well, evac block. I mean, if you just look for it with the probe, you can deny that. Okay. And it's not worth it, it's very expensive. Alright, I just answered a question, and now we focus on this game. Let's see. Let's see. We have GuMiho going for a standard opening again. We saw how bad it went for him last game playing standard, by the way. And he's going for the standard build again. This time it looks like Rogue is also playing really standard so far. Though he's not taking a base. So he's just, like, he's going with the narrative of, like, confusing his opponent again. Like, he doesn't take a base and he makes it look like he's doing something like 2-base Roach again. But he's actually this game going Zergling speed. And it looks like a normal, like, Zergling opening. It doesn't look like the one we saw before. It looks like a very regular opening this time. Very regular, right? It's just 2-base heavy because he wants to confuse his opponent, basically. So let's see if he succeeds with it. GuMiho goes for like a... No, wait. He wants to kill his barracks. GuMiho has gone crazy. He wants to kill his barracks. He goes for a fast dim build. These are like the safest builds. Fast dim builds are really safe. He does it with like a really early second gas. Usually you take the second gas afterwards. That's at least how Clem and myself and honestly any other Terran do. So we disagree apparently. So this is like inefficient. But he goes for like a fast like stim opening. This could also indicate for early upgrades maybe. Like maybe he's gonna go third barracks now. Yeah, see, lift. Another reactor. It could be third barracks, but it could also just be the starport. A pretty normal build against like a 2-base Zerg. This is like the safest way of playing against a 2-base Zerg. We're going in with the Hellions and the Reaper. He sees... Man, Rogue is fantastic. Like, take a look at this. Like, this looks exactly like the same opening, but he's going mute us, isn't he? We're going freaking mute us this game. Spire? Spire. Man, like, this is genius play. Honestly, this is genius play, because this is what GuMiho sees. And, like, even though he sees Zerglings, which might tip him off, he doesn't see the Spire. Like, this is what GuMiho sees. This is what he saw. He sees Zerglings. That's kind of weird, right? But Rogue makes it look exactly the same like in the last game or in the first game. But it's not. He makes it look like it's the same, but it's not. It's a Spire. So, like, this is genuinely, like, some really smart play by Rogue. Like, in order to pull it off, like, these kind of, like, games, you have to be, like, really methodical, really smart as a Zerg. It's so hard. Like, this is super hard as a Zerg. At least at the highest level. Like, this is, I would call more cheesy gameplay, for sure. Like, Rogue is cheesing a little bit. In order to pull it off at the highest level, It's like something where it can also backfire, but in this case it doesn't backfire, so it's just genius. It's like one of these things, like Sarah just plays normal every time and just crushes everyone. So it never backfires, but like this could really backfire for Rogue. But it's not backfiring. Oh, these Zerglings going back. They could have done a lot of damage actually. And Rogue is, by the way, also all-inning. It looks like, perhaps. It's a little weird. Like, now you can see his build order not being as efficient because he has like so many Zerglings that can't really do a whole lot. Like, GuMiho just needs to defend, and then he's gonna be fine. As long as GuMiho is holding on here, like, pull back all your units. There we go. Without any Banelings, like, Rogue is actually in a really bad position here. And even with the Banes, this could be really tough for him to break. Like, GuMiho right now is actually loving life. As long as he's defending. Like, this is one of those cases where single bunker. Now, GuMiho doesn't know that Rogue is like on 50 drones. A single bunker could really, like, make GuMiho win this game. Or just having as good target fire as like Clem. But he can still just evacuate the base. Oh, evacuate the SCVs as well. He's just sliding them away. Okay, this is fine. As long as we eventually defend, this is going to be okay. So in this case, this is exactly what I meant. Like, this cheesy play by Rogue. Because of, like, Zerg not being, like, that kind of race to play like this, at least at the highest level. Even though what Rogue did worked perfectly, GuMiho is actually able to counter it. And GuMiho is actually ahead now, I would say. GuMiho is in a decent position this game. Like, Rogue has a very low worker count. Rogue doesn't even have a 4th base. Rogue does not have much creep. Like, the mutalisk count is, like, 16, that's pretty good. But this, honestly, like, I don't think GuMiho is, like, too upset with this situation. But I think GuMiho does want to, like, stabilize, get, like, Thors, get Woodermine upgrades, get more upgrades in general, 4th base. Like, I don't think you really want to be attacking. Like, look at GuMiho's macro. He's, like, making 6... Like, look at GuMiho's macro right now. He's not macroing. If you pay attention to his macro, like, GuMiho's doing, like, an extremely poor job right now. He's not producing. We're not getting upgrades. We're not getting a second factory. Like, we have to be better in the macro. Or we just don't attack. Taking double gas when you have 600 gas is also not optimal. Like, he is, like, not macroing well right now. Like, look at how many workers he has here. Too many workers. Slides them now. Actually doesn't slide them. He repairs. Like, GuMiho is not playing a very good game in comparison to, like, Clem or, like, Maru right now. Like, GuMiho is really lacking right now. His macro is really costing him a whole lot here. But it's still fine as long as he's, like, stabilizing. But, like, it doesn't seem like he is right now. Like, we're not mining gas here, even though we took it. We're not have no turret here. Do we take more damage against the mutas? It seems okay. Seems like we're gonna get on top of the mutas. eBay should not go down, so he's handling this pretty well. But, look at these barracks. Just look at these barracks. They're not running. There's a drop, by the way, but these barracks, they are not running. These barracks are not producing. Look at GuMiho's money. We're not producing. We're producing 5 Marines. Produce medevacs. Produce, like, add-ons here. Turrets, like, we're not macroing. We're obviously microing, but we're not macroing. And Rogue? I think Rogue is macroing at the same time. But, like, GuMiho just isn't. Like, this production is just falling apart. Because of the mutas and also because GuMiho, we're not making anything. And we only have a single turret here. It's gonna get sniped as well. We're gonna lose like most of the SCVs. Super frustrating to see. Like, we haven't made a single medevac for so long. We have 8 medevacs, so it's a good count. He's just sending it across the map, so he's focusing a lot on the micro. He did kill the base, but it's only the 5th base. Like, I don't think Rogue cares so much about the 5th base. And if he pulls back the mutas, he's gonna get on top of these medevacs as well. Like, in the meantime, we're losing everything at home, so if you also take a look at the income, like, GuMiho is just falling apart. He got, like outplayed pretty hard in this game in the end. He really wasn't there with his micro. Now we're making accidental cyclones. No, we don't. Like, even here, like, yeah, this really wasn't like GuMiho's game. This was pretty bad for him. He tried pushing across the map, didn't work. He still has a pretty decent supply, you have to admit. But, like, everything is just such a mess. Like, now we stabilize, but we should have done this, like, a long time ago, I feel like. His micro on the other side of the map was extremely good, but it wasn't good enough. Like, he definitely put on a lot of pressure. We didn't see much because I was focusing so much on the mutas. But yeah, like, micro's not everything. He micromanaged a lot, but, like, his production is just not running. He's still at a decent supply, and there's gonna be a Thor now. So maybe we can still stabilize. Like, what does stabilize really mean? Well, don't lose any more STVs, and don't lose any upgrades, and get, like, Marauders eventually. We need, like, proper units. Oh, we don't lose eBay? We do lose eBay. Ah, so close. We have some Zerglings here. We're not mining properly. Like, look at this. Look at, like, GuMiho saturation everywhere. No STVs here, no STVs here. This one lifted. You can tell that he's having a hard time, like, keeping up with the Zerg here. This looks like watching one of my games, to be honest. It looks like watching me play against Rogue. Sometimes, like, it's just hard to keep up. Alright. We should stabilize still. Like, we need to stabilize, which means, like, send SCVs here. Like, some SCVs from here to here. Some here. Some here. Like, you can see, like, the SCVs are going crazy this entire game. Supply is still high, but we're just not mining. Like, look at the income. We're just not mining. This is the income the entire time. We're never mining. We're not mining any gas. We're getting outmined completely. We don't have 3-3 on the way. We are not mining money. Now we drop some mules. That's somewhat nice. And now we're just going for it. Like, GuMiho just, like, sends it now. Like, he doesn't care. He's just gonna mass produce units and just sends it now. Doesn't care about the mutas at home, I guess. We're just going for it. But, like, is it too late already? Well, GuMiho is, like, fighting really well over here, but the mutas are killing a main base command center. You can see he's, like, doing the gape, which is F2ing across the map. He has a hard time keeping up with the mutas, and I can guarantee you the mutas are gonna have a field time over here. Look at this. No turrets. And GuMiho has money, like, this game was actually not bad for GuMiho, I think. This game was looking really good for GuMiho, like, not gonna lie. But, like, he's just not playing good enough, basically. He's just not playing good enough, unfortunately. Rogue is just playing better. Rogue was actually, despite, like, a fun opening and stuff, like, he was actually not in a, like, great position, I think. But in the end, he just played so much better than his opponent, I have to admit. I'm not, yeah, I'm just... Like, GuMiho focus a lot on the aggression, but, like, the macro at the same time. Even now, like, look at his macro, like, we're not producing. It's like, sure, we're, like, committing really hard, and, like, it's still, like, somewhat even, I would say, the game. Like, it isn't a complete, like, stomp. But I feel like if this was, like, Clem in a similar position, this would have been, like, so good for... Like, this would have been so bad for Rogue. Like, if that was, like, Clem in the same position that GuMiho found himself in, like, Clem would have not lost like that. But yeah, in the end, GuMiho played better, takes it. 2-1 in the first series. Yeah, we'll have to see how the next series go. We have, let me see, Maru versus Solar in the next series. Let's see how that goes in the second match of this group. Basically.